Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter when you may be catching this particular broadcast. Out to these Pelzer here, your voice manager. I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. Hey, it is Black Friday. Some of y'all are out shopping right now. I just had to come and give y'all some motivation because I told y'all this week was all about pressing play. And one of the things that's really significant when it comes to pressing play is some of y'all forget about YOU. And so we're going to dig into that. We're going to talk about what it means to have some mirror time. Because listen, some of us, through everything that we've been through this year, some of us need some mirror time, but it's okay. I am excited. I know that Facebook has been doing me dirty, y'all. They've been doing me dirty, doing me dirty. So if you are seeing this via the replay, make sure that you go and put that in the comments. Let me know where you're watching it from so I can come and high five you and connect with you. And thank you for being in the room. Because guess what? How many of you understand and know that it pays to be in the room? I don't even think I'm live on Facebook. Ain't that about something? Ain't that about a blip? Well, ain't that about something? I don't even think that they got me live on the page. I don't know. Well, not a problem. I see y'all. Okay, I just caught it. Hey, there's Latanya. Hey, sis. I'm like, Facebook has been doing me dirty, y'all. And part of it is because they go and now they put it as private on the page. It's a whole lot with it, y'all. It do its own thing, but that's all right. We gonna make it work. There it is. Now it's coming up. Now it's coming up. So let me change the privacy over there for them guys. Yeah. And those of you who are catching this on my other platforms, I appreciate you guys. Good morning, Cherie. There you go. Boom. Facebook do its own thing, y'all. I just switched it on, made it so it's public. So thank you for those of you sharing it out. Thank you for those engaging and commenting. It's about you. Listen, YOU. Can I tell you something? In this journey, I had to understand my value. Hey, Pastor C. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I hope you had a safe and blessed Thanksgiving holiday. I had to learn that I had to understand the value that I bring to the table in order for me to be able to move and do anything successfully. And when I did not understand the value that I brought to the table, it I was left off of my list. Can anybody relate this morning? When I did not understand the value of who I was, the value of my words, the value of my time. I said it in the caption for this particular video is that you have the power. There is a power that you yield. There's a power that you have that shifts atmospheres when you walk in the room. There is a power that you have that can heal people. There is a power that you have that shifts and opens opportunities. There is a power that you have, but for far too long, we've allowed other people to hold that power. We've placed that power in everybody else. Even though God told us that we have life and death in the power of our tongue, we've allowed that power to be given to others. And we've taken a back seat. And so when you think about power, you have buying power, you have staying power, and you have changing power. I need y'all to make sure y'all putting that down below today. I have buying power, I have staying power, and I have changing power. And so something we need to understand is when I have buying power, when I make a purchase, I'm investing in someone. That is buying power. When I make a purchase, when I go and I give a review, when I go, and these are things that people don't talk about when it comes to business and even in life. Y'all gonna catch this real quick. I have buying power. When I show up for an event, I have buying power. The host of that event is looking to be able to make this the best experience for me because I bought a ticket. That's buying power. And for far too long, we've been told that we didn't have that power. For far too long, we've had people go and make us think and believe that buying power was only for the rich. Somebody better catch this morning because I'm about to tear y'all up. Oh, I didn't go live yesterday because I let y'all have that day off. But she here now. Sis is back. And we fitting to go in case you did not know. You have buying power. And it's buying power anytime you buy a ticket, a product, or a service. And here's the thing, is that there will always be somebody who tries to belittle the buying power that you have because you may not have as much buying power as someone else. And so I'll give you a great example of that. There are many people who feel as though they can't buy stocks. They can't invest in the stock market because they don't have enough money and only rich people can invest in the stock market. But the stock market has made people rich that allowed them to invest in more stocks. And so it's this hamster wheel. But the reality is even when you bought whatever you buy today, you have buying power. If it doesn't work, you can send it back. And they have an obligation. Come on. Hey, good morning, Linda. Look, I have buying power, staying power, and changing power. And so when you utilize that buying power, it makes a difference. So you have buying power. Anything you buy this weekend, any gifts you buy, all of that. Something don't work, you can take it back. Why? Because that's your buying power. The fact that you go and buy a ticket for an event and show up, that's your buying power. Here's the thing, and this is I need y'all to catch this. We've gotten comfortable in going and getting things for free. Catch me when I catch it. We've gotten comfortable with getting things for free because we don't understand the power in what we can buy. We don't understand the power. Come on. Great morning. Good morning, Michael. How are you this morning? Great to see you. I hope you had a safe and blessed Thanksgiving. We don't understand the power. Come on, Verlene said it. I got the power. When we understand the power that we have, the power that comes from our words, the power that comes from the time we spend in things, the power that's just in our presence when we stand, when we show up. There is a reason. There's a reason why we see so many issues come in when we don't understand the power we have as parents. When we don't understand the power we have as women, when we don't understand the power we have as educators, we don't understand the power we have as coaches. We don't have the understanding. I mean, the clear understanding of the power that we have as ministers. Oh, I didn't opened up a door for some of y'all this morning because some of y'all was like, "Wait, she said minister. I'm not a minister, but you are. It's in the word. Read it." See, that's part of the reason why we don't understand the power that we have. Because we're waiting. Oh, y'all better catch this. We're waiting for someone to tell us how powerful we are. And God already did. He said, you are chosen. He said, you are the head and not the tail. He said, you are blessed. He said, you are adopted into a royal priesthood. He said, he said, you have this power. But we waiting for somebody to tell us that we have power. I don't know who this is for this morning. I don't know if y'all shared this out. I don't know if somebody, listen, I don't know who this is for this morning. But for somebody, instead of you going and always asking for the position, you need to take your power back and speak that the position is yours. Listen, I don't know if y'all ready this morning. Come on. Come on. Michael said it. Ask yourself, are you the most valued products at the register? Come on. Are the most valued products at the register or behind the counter? And come on. Where are the most valuable things? They are placed before people. Some of you have been placed before people, and you've been placed before people because you have value, but because you don't see the value, you're allowing somebody else to put a value on your time, on your energy, on your efforts, on your words. You're allowing somebody to tell you that your words don't have value. Come on, come on. Listen. Somebody told you that because you weren't the starter, y'all better catch it, that you're not valuable to the game. I hope y'all got that. I hope y'all caught it. I need y'all to put it down below. I'm valuable to the game. Somebody told you that because you weren't a starter, because you weren't already rich, because you didn't live the IG lifestyle, because you weren't showing pictures that made people believe that you were living a laptop lifestyle, that you were not valuable to the game. But the reality is that you're in the game. You showed up. You have value. Can y'all tell me? Listen, what happens when the first string gets hurt? Y'all better. And some of y'all are first string. Some of y'all are starters. But because you don't see the value in who you are, you allowing somebody else to start because you haven't seen your value. I don't know if y'all heard me this morning. I know ain't no reactions going. Maybe y'all listen. Maybe we need to send out the ushers this morning because I told y'all Morning Press was back. Good morning. Maybe I didn't say good morning first. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on. I'm a valuable to the game. Come on. Look. Berlin said, time, energy, efforts, words have power. I am valuable to the game. I showed up. I showed up. And so I have buying power, staying power, and changing power. The staying power. Some of you do not realize that you are an overcomer. And I need you. This is why I said this morning we're gonna have some mirror talk because some of y'all need to talk to yourselves this morning. Some of y'all need to have a conversation with who you are this morning because you have staying power. And the reality is that some of you are overcomers. You are high achievers. You are someone that has done something significant in the world. But because nobody gave you kudos for it, because nobody gave you a highlight reel about it, because nobody gave you a hand clap or a slap on the back, because nobody was there to see it, you devalued it. Because nobody was there to see it, because there was not an audience, because there was nobody in the stands, you think that the shot you made wasn't valuable. Let me tell y'all something. Athletes go and practice and they care about every shot they make, whether there's somebody in the stands to congratulate them or not, because it is moving them forward. I need you to understand that what you overcame, the shots that you made, the shots that you missed and you kept going, the things that you had to overcome to get to where you are valuable. You have staying power. Come on. Verlene said, I am the GOAT. Come on. Good morning. I am the GOAT. Good morning. You have staying power. Some of you have been at a job for 15 and 20 years and you have seen it all. And guess what? You have value because you know things that other people do not. But because you do not walk in your value, people overlook you. Y'all better come on. I need y'all to shift. I told y'all, we press and play. Somebody tell them. We tell the rest of the community. Tell the family. We press and play. Because when we have that understanding, listen, come on. When we have that understanding, something shifts. And that's how we have changing power. Come on. Real talk. America's most valuable community, they say, isn't no good. But why did they build your, come on, raise your kids and entertain your crowd? We got to press play. And the reality is we've been hoodwinked. We've been run amok. Why? Because we've been told that we weren't valuable, or we've had people belittle the value that we offer. And so somebody put a price tag on your head and you accepted it, not realizing that the price tag was removable. Y'all better come on. Somebody put a price tag on your words and you accepted it. Somebody put a price on your time and you accepted it. Come on. You accepted it. Somebody said all you were was a mother. No, 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 no. I am a mother. There's value in that. Somebody said all you are is his little wife. All you are is her husband. No, no, no. See, don't devalue my position, because since you're not in that position, you don't realize the value you have. Can I tell y'all something? I need y'all to have this understanding. This is why we having this mirror talk this morning. People will devalue you because oftentimes they don't even see the value in them. Come on. People will devalue you because they don't even see the value in them. They don't see what they have to offer. They don't see the ahas and the amens, because simply because they may be blinded by, again, trying to be everything to everybody, trying to be a part of what other people are doing, trying to fit in. Can I tell y'all, listen, when you step into your value and your power, I don't need to fit in. Come on. When I know my power, I don't need to fit in. I don't need to fit in. Things get built around me. So when you know where the power is and the power sources are in your home, the kitchen is built around where the some of the outlets are, because you can only do certain things in certain areas, right? So the outlet is the power. Oh, see, some people trying so much to be the plug, they forget that there's somebody out there that's the outlet. Y'all better come on this Friday morning. Y'all woke? Is you woke? Some of y'all had a lot to eat yesterday. I understand. I get it. Some of you just rolling over. Y'all still in the bed. I get it. But what you fail to realize is that so many people is talking about they the plug, they the plug. Boo. I'm the outlet. See, the plug only works for certain situations. The plug for a refrigerator works for the refrigerator. The plug for the microwave works for the microwave. Heck, if you have a plug for your laptop, it may not even work for another laptop. Y'all better, unless it's a universal plug. But when you are the outlet, I supply for many. Y'all better catch it this morning. Come on. I supply for many. Many get power because I'm in position. Oh, y'all better catch that. Many will be getting power from you because you're in position. But if you're not in position, they can't get the power they need. And if too many people try to take power from you and you don't understand the power that you have, and it's not regulated to flow through you the proper way, what happens? Ha! They trick the switch and the power goes off. Y'all better come on. I ain't even an electrician, y'all. I ain't even an electrician, but we going through today, okay? We gonna have this moment. We gonna have this time. I'm so glad we had this time together. I'm so glad. Thank you for those of you that shared it out. Thank you for the reactions. I appreciate you. But I need you to understand. Stop running around thinking that you have to be what you see other people. They talk about they the plug. Well, you go on and be the plug, boo. Come on. I'm the outlet. So when we press play, I stop trying to just be the plug. I go and I look at the power that's on the inside of me. I look at the value that I have. And so when I determine the value and I see that value and I stand in that value, now I have not only done something that moves me forward, but I can move other people forward as well. Some of you, the only reason you stuck where you at is because you won't tap into the power. I'm just saying. You won't tap into the power. And we saw it for many years. How many years were people going and getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning to go Black Friday shopping? Buying power, right? Even still, they saw so many people coming that they started opening up on Thursday nights. But we still didn't see the power that we had. This year, this here year, if it didn't show you anything else, it should have showed you the power that you had. And if you did not see that you had power, then you need to check. This is your mirror talk. You need to go on and have that mirror talk with yourself. You need to have that mirror talk with yourself. Why didn't you see that power? Why weren't you able to do those things? Why weren't you able to take things into that considerate? Why weren't you able to accomplish the things you wanted to accomplish? What held you back? Because you had buying power, you had staying power, and you have changing power. So what held you back? And that's a real talk conversation that's going to hurt some people. Because this is the reality. It's much easier for us to ignore it and just go with the status quo than it is for us to move in the power that we have. Because now people are going to pull on us. And like I said, if you don't understand how much power you have, people will pull and pull and pull, and then they'll trip the switch. Come on. Come on. This showed really what essential ways groceries, gas, and toilet paper. Listen, what was essential to us. Y'all, listen. And then they couldn't even provide in the way that they needed to because they didn't understand their power. Come on. Y'all didn't understand it? Come on. This year showed you where the power was. You see all these companies that closed, but Amazon still spent 3.5 million on Lord and Taylor. People got money. People still buying. I often have to have this conversation, and we're going to go live tomorrow and talk about this because a lot of small business owners, especially within their first 5 to 10 years, they really get discouraged when it comes to like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because you see these different people that have gone and made millions of dollars, and you don't see that happening in your business. And you see people that are going and doing all these phenomenal things. Oh, they made this amount in 90 minutes. And then you're like, in 90 minutes, I got goose eggs. What's going on? And it really creates a false sense of what entrepreneurship is. That's only one aspect of it. But when you tap into your power, now I create the opportunity and the experience that I want. It took them a long time for them to get to that point. It did. Trust and believe. It wasn't simple. I can't tell y'all how many my week got thrown way off because I had people who were contacting me, asking me questions, and small business owners who were reaching out and saying, what do you think this week gonna look like? What do you think this weekend's gonna look like? Well, what do you want it to look like? For me, I said I have people that want to start their podcast. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to give them what they need. The bundle is out there. bit.ly/platinum Mike. But I'm not gonna shove it down their throat. I'm not gonna send you 9,000 emails. I'm not about that. I'm not about their life. I understand the power that I have. I've been in this industry for years. I know the ins and out. And a lot of times the people that's selling you something, they ain't even had a full year in it. You gotta be careful. I have staying power. When I understood the staying power that I had, I stopped trying to do what everybody else was doing. When I understood the power that I have, mm, buying power, staying power, and changing power. And so when I thought about YOU and breaking that really down, when we think about us, YOU, you have it's your yield strength, it's your output, and your upgrade. You have control over all three of those. And so your yield strength, when we think about yield strength is the fact that the palm tree can go all the way down and bend and not break and it comes back up in the midst of situations and in the midst of anything that's going on in life and business. Oftentimes we see that we have yield strength, but we don't understand it. And so we have power over that because if you feel as though you went through something and you don't feel as though you were strong enough to make it through, or you don't feel as though you really were able to tap into the strength you have, you can become stronger. I don't know who needed that this morning, but I need you to really lean in. I don't care what it was. You can be stronger. You can be stronger in your body. You can be stronger in your mind. You can be stronger in your words. You can be stronger in your relationships. You can be stronger. You have yield strength, and the yield strength that you have is controlled by you because you can add to it. Again, that's tapping back into that power. How many of y'all this year you bent, but you did not break? When it came to finances, when it came to your health, how many of you this year you bent? The storms came and you were bent, but you did not break. You did not break. Understand that. Come on. I can be stronger. I can have much stronger words. I can have much stronger. Listen, I can be the matriarch of the family. That can I tell y'all something? And I won't tell y'all business. I just tell mine. It hurt me that in my family, I have my aunt, um, and I love my auntie. That's my auntie for life. But then, like, that's at one level. But when I look at my family, I have children, I have siblings, I'm the oldest. You become a matriarch at an age where that's not matriarch age. When I think of the matriarch of a family, I'm thinking sis about 60, 70, 65. Come on, y'all. How many of y'all got to see or talk to the matriarchs in your family yesterday? How many of you did Zoom? Oh, thank you, Jonathan. How many of you did Zoom yesterday with the matriarch and the patriarchs of your family? And you saw the creases in their face because they have lived life. So now listen, I know we got grandmas and all of that now. I know, yeah, we didn't flip the switch, but it looks different. And so when that shifted for me and I became that's scary to be the one that people come to. That's scary to be the one that is praying over your family. That's scary. But this is where a lot of people are. This year, there were a lot of people, they lost the matriarch and the patriarchs in their family. And Jonathan said it. Sometimes you have to start early. But this is the thing. There's a power on the inside of us that allows us to be able to do it. Like some of us, we don't know how strong, they say, you don't know how strong a woman is until she in hot water. Same like a tea bag, right? You don't know how strong it's going to be till it's in some hot water. A lot of us, we devalue the strength that we really do have. And so when I look at your yield strength, y'all don't even know that you have it. It's like you're walking around with this tool or this weapon and you don't know how to use it. Your yield strength is your weapon. I bet y'all better catch that, because your yield strength is your weapon for you to fight when it comes to your family, your relationships, your mindset, your business. Your yield strength is your weapon. The fact that you bounced back after divorce, the fact that you bounced back after losing everything in your business, the fact that that is your superpower. Because not everybody was able to do that. And so we have to tap into that and realize the power in that. Here's the thing. Many people don't see that as a power because they see it as failure. I don't know if y'all hear me this way. Y'all, I'm talking good. I don't know if I'm talking gooder than what y'all hearing or what. But for some, for many, you looked at it as failure. And so you didn't see the value in it. You didn't see the lessons learned. You didn't see the opportunity that came out of your obstacle. Y'all better come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Dr. V. My yield strength is my weapon. I am a resilient woman. I am a resilient man. I told y'all this morning was going to be some mirror work for real. Because some of you, the reason why you think you can't finish 2020 strong is because you don't see the power that's in you. You don't see the strength that you have. And so why was yield strength? Oh, was your output. You control the output that you do. Can I tell y'all something? I had a real talk conversation with myself earlier this year. And I said, if I wanted to go and do more things and reach higher levels, then I needed to be able to be deliberate about what I'm putting out. Can I tell y'all, we get busy being busy and not really productive. And so the output is controlled by me. And yes, there will be some circumstances that I have to adjust to, but the output is still maintained by me. You don't like how many clients you got this year? What's your output look like? You don't like that you haven't reached the level you wanted to? What does your output look like? Have you been really putting more into your output? Because guess what? It's seed and harvest. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what religion you have. I don't care what doctrine you follow. Guess what? It's seed and harvest all the way around the board. People that don't believe in God believe in seed and harvest, but you out here got seed and harvest and you not taking advantage of it. Come on. I know that's right, Jonathan. I appreciate that at each and every day. Your output is controlled by you. And so seed and harvest. So can I tell y'all something? And it's gonna hurt. Oh, this gonna hurt. Some of you, you don't see a harvest because you haven't been planting seed. And I know that hurts because it's something that you've heard before. It's a conversation that you've had before. And unfortunately, people think that seed is always financial, and seed is not always financial. A seed is anything that you're sowing. A seed can be your words, it can be your time. A seed, you plant it, it's seed time and harvest. It doesn't always happen overnight, but are you planting the seeds? Who were you supposed to call this week? Let's just be real. Let's be honest. I get it. This is clapback season. I understand. So some of y'all didn't want to call people this week. Some of you didn't want to say thank you to people this week because let's be honest, you really didn't want to thank them for what they did. But the seed that you sowed was one of discourse because you didn't see the power that you have. See, I'm thankful of people teaching me things. Because listen, if we're not learning, we're not growing. But who were you supposed to reach out to this week? What organization were you supposed to go and volunteer with this month? Who were you supposed to sow a seed, a financial seed into? Who were you supposed to just call and check? Who was you supposed to drop food off at their house? Who? Let's be honest. Come on. I'm gonna just let y'all just go on. Let that sizzle in your shana now. I sow seeds, but I'm not on camera sowing seeds. And even when I am, I was laughing because uh, one of the organizations that we volunteer that I volunteer for, they were actually on Disney. They were recorded for Disney, the special that they did last night, pandemic food distribution in Wilmington, Delaware, is one of the organizations that I volunteer with, to help food, give out food to families in need. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's nobody has to sign up for it. They don't have to pay for it. But thousands of families have been fed throughout this pandemic. We show up, we hand out boxes, they deliver boxes. We had one where they showed up and shout out to the Wilmington Police Department. They literally came with their police cars and their police vehicles and were putting boxes in the police vehicles and going in and distributing them, like things like that. Um, but I wasn't coming on every time I went to go volunteer and saying, "Oh my goodness, I'm volunteering," and I'm not. That's not me. But they were celebrated through Disney, and they were on Disney last night. So people were messaging me going, "Oh my goodness, I just saw you on TV." and, and I was laughing. People were like, "Oh my goodness, I just saw you on TV." Like, I saw the organization and oh my goodness, that's so amazing what they're doing. And I'm like, it is. But these are the seeds that we sow, guys. What seeds were you supposed to sow this week to increase your output? Because, see, it may not increase what you're doing today and what you're receiving today, but it'll increase what you'll receive down the line. What is the seeds that you're supposed to be sowing? What are the seeds you're supposed to sow in yourself? Because y'all know we fight that. We fight self care. We fight putting ourselves mentally in the right position so that way we can go ahead and shift the status quo and shift the conversation. We fight that because if we do that, whoo, what's going to happen then? That's a lot of work. And so we have to look at the output. The output. What are we putting out? What are we doing? And if we don't like what it is we're receiving back, change the output. And then that takes us to you, which is the upgrade. Can I tell you something? I found that as entrepreneurs, the ones that reach a higher level of success, they go and they take time to do the upgrade. I know. Listen, think about it like a car. Think about it like a car. So you have some people that just get the plain basic car. Just give me the car. Make sure it got 4 wheels, 4 doors, got some windows. Make sure it runs. That's what I need. And at some point, and I hope y'all catch this. At some point, we have all been there. I just need the bare. I just need the bare necessities, the bare minimum. But God did not call us to stay there. We've been called to greater. And so even if you've had moments where you had to be at the bare minimum, the upgrade is available. The upgrade is available. And so when we tap into that and say, if the upgrade is available, then why don't I have the upgrade? If the remote starter is available, why don't I have the remote starter? If the heated seats and the heated steering wheel are available, why don't I have that? And remember, it goes back to us understanding our yield strength. It goes back to us looking at the output that we're doing, that we're giving out. And if we need to change it, making those adjustments. But when it comes to the upgrade, we got to really say sometimes it's okay to bless us. Because oftentimes the upgrade blesses you, and then it can also bless someone else. But it blesses you. The heated seats in the wintertime, that if you're not in a place where it's snow, then y'all, this not even for you. But for us people that understand that winter is a rough time when you get in your vehicle and your seat is cold or your steering wheel is freezing cold, and you inside the vehicle blowing the smoke out your mouth because it's so cold, that's a problem. But if you want the upgrade, get the upgrade. You want a better business, get a better business. Do better business. You want more clients, do what you need to do. But guess what? That means that sometimes it's going to be an upgrade in your systems, an upgrade in your processes, an upgrade in your mindset, an upgrade in your habits. We control that though. And I know that that's painful because some people are like, you've been saying since high school that you wanted a remote starter. Come on. Come on. You've been saying since high school. You've been saying since that first winter you had to really, really do some stuff and driving yourself. You've been saying that you wanted something different. Well, guess what? This is your year to get something different. Tap into the power that you have. Come on. Hi, good morning, Tracy. Man, I need y'all to tap in. And this is the thing. So this week we have been, for those just coming in, we've been pressing play. Press play. Pursue the big things. Leave the table. Applied knowledge. And YOU. And today has been YOU. Yield strength, Come on, your yield strength, your output, and your upgrade. And there's a reason why I've been teaching on pressing play. And it was crazy because I've been getting great feedback on it, but there are so many people that have pressed pause in their life. They pressed pause in their business this year. They pressed pause in their fitness goals. They pressed pause. But I know that for me, I've connected with so many people that I still see them pressing play. And I had to say to myself, what's the difference between the people that have pressed play and the ones that have pressed pause? And so this week, that's what we were going through. So if you missed any of the videos, they are still available. You can either catch them on my YouTube channel, catch them on Facebook. They'll be there at least until over the weekend. And I needed people to understand that when it comes to pressing play in our life, that's on us. That's on us. We want more, we press play. But for so long, we've given that power to somebody else to press play in our life. Ooh, to press play in our life, that now we don't know what that power means. We don't know how to utilize that power. And so we're scared to press play. Because what if we press play and we don't like what's playing? Press stop. But what if I press play and it's too much? What happens if you press play? What now? Listen, I'm gonna date myself in for a second, because how many of y'all ever had a boombox or a radio and you pressed play and the volume was way too loud? What did you do? What'd you do? You went and turned the volume down, right? Now, back in the day, I don't believe I just said that. Back in the day, back in my day, no, it was a privilege. The upgrade was having a remote for your boombox. So that way you could just press the button and you could, change the volume. But if you didn't have a remote, what'd you have to do? You had to get your butt up and go change the volume. Some of you, because we've gotten so comfortable in having a remote, that when you can't find the remote, you forget that you can get up and still change the volume. That was a little deep. I hope y'all listen. I hope y'all caught that. That was a little deep. That was a little deep. That wasn't puddle. That was like ocean. That was ocean deep right there. We've gotten so comfortable with the remotes that we forget that we can get up and turn down the volume. We've gotten comfortable. I've done it and been looking around at people like, well, how come this don't make no sense, y'all? Come on. Come on. Look. Dr. V said, oop, everything came out. I took my finger off pause and firmly committed to press and play. Applying the knowledge, honoring my power. And when you honor your power, somebody else is going to honor it too. That part. Tracy said it this morning. Look, she said, I would usually press pause, then turn the volume down and try again with the boom box. Come on, LOL. But as I've gotten older, I've started just turning it down without pressing pause. You better come on, Tracy. I hope y'all caught that. I hope y'all caught that. Listen. I hope y'all caught that. I'm gonna leave that. Let that sit for a minute. Let that sit for a minute. Because we have to go through a process to get to that point. Let that sit for a minute. And this is the thing. This is why I love coming live. Because guess what? These are probably ways that you haven't even looked at. Nobody coordinates doing business and life, life circumstances with a boombox, but but this one. Thank you for everybody that's shared out the broadcast. I appreciate you, but nobody does flip it and reverse it like this one flips it and reverses it. Y'all know it be some circumstances and situations, but I have to say that I am really I'm really excited, y'all. I'm really excited. There are so many things that we are learning and doing and growing. Guess what? Every day has been different, but y'all can still finish strong. The creativity didn't change. The way situations showed up changed. Okay. People went from doing live events to virtual ones. I've still been speaking all year and still did a live event. You make the adjustments. But first, you have to understand the power you have. So I knew the power of my voice. I knew the power of my story and my message. And so if I stop, there's somebody that needs that won't get it. And so we moved to virtual. All right. So I'm going to move to, well, I was already on virtual, but we moved to virtual. I'm going to move to virtual. You have to have that understanding. There's somebody waiting on you. They waiting on your book. They're waiting on your business. They're waiting on all of that. And guess what? When you sit and just wait and hold back and belittle yourself and devalue who you are, the people that's waiting on you, they dying emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally on a day-to-day basis. They're dying. And so I need y'all to tap into something greater, y'all. Tap, tap, tap in. I need y'all to tap into something greater. I see the value in you. And if nobody else has told you this week, this month, or this year, I see the value in you. It's time for you to see the value in yourself. Buying power, staying power, and changing power are all within you. What will you do with it this year? I get it. You have a pandemic. I get it. It's scary. I get it. But what will you do with what is in your hands? What will you do? Who will you serve? How will you be the change that we want to see in the world? It's not always, we can't always eliminate the bad things. Can't ignore it. Can't eliminate it. We can't make pretend that it doesn't exist. We can't. But there's a power on the inside of you that can be successful in spite of it. There's a power on the inside of you that can still move regardless of what it looks like. So I need y'all to move. There's people out here who need you. Whether you like it or not. And probably the most valuable person that needs you is you. With that being said, I need y'all to work it out. If you catching this for the first time, welcome. I know this one was a little rough on you. I know, I understand, but I want you to grow and succeed. It's about taking this to another level and really putting ourselves in position to be able to do the greatest work we can do. However that is. I love it. Every bit of it. Tap in. That part. I am Altavice Pelzer, your voice manager. I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. Create new experiences. Create new opportunities. Keep creating. I need y'all to press play. So I want to know, how are you going to press play this week, this month, this year, and end the year strong? Join the conversation by going to bit.ly/World Voice Community. That's the free Facebook group. I want to know, how are you going to press play in order for you to finish this year strong? Because we all can. And you never know. When you do your post saying how you're going to press play and finish the year strong, it may inspire a few other people to press play in their life as well. That part. You guys have an amazing day. Make sure that you are staying safe with all of your holiday shopping. I'm really big on shopping small businesses, so I'm going to be going through and checking out some websites today and tomorrow. I appreciate you guys, and until next time, don't forget to press it out.